All right, what page number are we on now?
You have a table.
17?
On the very front.
17.
No, juvenile detention.
Oh, never mind.
83.
Oh,
Sorry, I knew that number was just too.
80.
That's
I
way
thought I
too
was
high.
early. I hope I'm not late.
No,
No,
we're
you're,
not done already.
Okay, good. I
we're
was like,
comparing
uh-oh.
how everybody does. In more ways than one.
83.
83.
I was
All
thinking
right.
another juvie.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and tell us what you want, what's going on.
Alrighty.
Do a quick intro, too.
Okay. Seth Scott, District 6 Juvenile Detention Center, here to present my 2025 budget. Is that all right? Is that what you want? Okay. So on May 2nd, the Juvenile Detention Board, which consists of a commissioner of each of the 6 ownership counties, met and approved, which Jeff Huff is a member of, approved the B portion of this budget. They did have some questions regarding line item 1600, which is building repairs. We're going to be doing a pretty extensive overhaul of our plumbing of our cells. It's original plumbing, dated back to 1994. So I had requested originally about $40,000 in that budget, but we were able to look at using extra money from this year's budget to get part of that done. So I'm asking for a $10,000 increase in that, well, $10,700 increase in that line item. So, and that was just to address their concern, which I made those adjustments after they had voted on approving that B budget, so it reduced it by 10,000. But I did send an email to the board explaining that it was reduced. So, and that was part of their minutes, was that they expected me to respond back to them on that. So, and then as far as the B budget, or I mean the A budget goes, of course we're always hoping for cost of living adjustments and any other type of benefit to the staff there. So, unless there's any questions, that is really my budget proposal.
Okay, and we still have to have a conversation, but my goal is 3% this
Okay.
year. And then certain departments, we have a committee that's been looking at salaries, and we'll listen to them and see what their deal is.
Okay, and I have talked with Commissioner Huff regarding that, because I would like to see my staff come up another one, and he said they're one of the key people that board is looking at.
Okay, and they haven't reported to us, so we don't know that yet, all them things. But the other thing that I just want everybody to realize is insurance, both iCrimp and gym plan, costs are going up. And iCrimp looks like 20 to 30%.
21%.
21 is what they sent, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because they sent out one notice early, and then they was gonna send out another, and schools are going up to 70%. So, I mean, that's something that we're gonna have to be aware of as we go through and look at everybody's budgets, and then with our own, I mean, we're self-insured with gym plan, but we're gonna go through that too.
Yep, we'll work through that too.
So it's just one of them deals, we're not trying to raise anybody's deductibles and stuff like that, but there's compensation, so that we're just gonna have everybody realize.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. My staff is, I mean, we're super grateful for the benefits that the county offers us, and we know that that's, part of the great thing about working for the county. So, and I always pass that on to my employees in a memo every year, so that they're aware of that, is part of what they get by being employees of the detention center. So.
We appreciate that. I know that we had an individual that was out at Landville, went to the city of Pocatello, and his bring home check wasn't as much as his county check was with all the other benefits that get taken out.
Yeah. Sometimes people just forget that.
So,
Try to make sure my staff is well aware that that's, you know, something that they need to kind of include in what their pay is. So,
I appreciate that, but I always bring it up too. It's
yeah, it's a good
one of them
reminder.
deals that, questions?
Nope. Not for me.
Okay,
Easy peasy.
that's like I say, you're number 2. We're just getting started.
Well, good. I'm glad it was an easy one for you, so you can move on. It's kind of different where the board has already kind of voted on part of our budget, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I argue with them boards anyway.
Right.
On the health board, I argue with them all the time. All right, thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you. Have a good day. And a fun budget process.
Always. Good group of people.
Better than it used to be. We'll make it just fine.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Any conversations? We got a half hour now. Or at least 15 minutes.
With, what percentages do they pitch in, Christie, for those, when they make those budget requests that they've done? For the other counties?
Oh,
So, yeah, they
the
want,
the county pays quite a bit now with that equation
Formula.
change
yeah.
that we took. We
What
probably-
percentage of that increase are we gonna foot that bill?
We'll do 70%, 75%, I think, which, depending on what the salary raises go to. And I don't remember talking about general attendance going up. I know we talked about landfill operators.
And I thought there was
We've talked about attorneys.
there was comments about how they match with the jail.
There needs to be at least a grade difference.
But that's the only thing that I'd heard, and they talked about it before. They've always talked about it.
Yeah, they want to be paid the same. But their worlds are a little bit different.
Yeah.
I agree.
They always want to be the same, but there's, look at the number of inmates per employee. It's vastly different.
Well, I never blame a supervisor for doing the best that they can for their employees and trying to explain things. And they've always done well in
Right.
explaining their part, but
Yeah.
doesn't mean we agree with everything that gets
Well,
said either.
and honestly, we probably do need to look at where our, now that we're on 2 different schedules, it makes it a little more difficult to do a quick comparison. But our detention people at the jail start at $21.88, and juvie is $20. That's the shift
Couple.
supervisor though, so $19.11. So we might need to look at maybe a little difference. Maybe they should go up another grade. I'm not sure what Tony's gonna present though for salaries.
And see, that's where I think that you guys as committee, when you come and talk to us, that's why I say 3% overall plus whatever is kind of
I gotta say, you're scaring me a little bit with the 3%.
good.
Just so you know. Just because
It's gonna be rough.
attorneys want, no,
Well,
I can forewarn you of what
I've
prosecutors
already heard
did.
30%.
Oh, the prosecutors' raise their budget request is just absolutely ridiculous. So
We're at
I-
recess, right?
No.
No?
That's what I said. You got any questions?
Yeah.
Okay.